Good morning, boys and girls. You've been working so hard over the last few weeks tapping and writing words with us and also writing out some sentences. Today, we're going to put all of those things that we've been learning together as we look at some sentences that I've already written. So I have little Echo back with me today. And before we read this sentence, we're going to use little Echo to tap out some of the words in the sentence. So she's going to fly underneath one of those words, and then we're going to tap those sounds and blend them together. She's going to start under the first word in our sentence, and I'm noticing that that word starts with a capital letter. We've been learning that when we write sentences, we always start with a capital letter. Let's tap out this first word together. Elbows up. B. Rob. Rob is the name of the character in our sentence. Little Echo is going to fly to the second word. Let's tap this word with her. Elbows up. Sat. Now she's going to fly to the end of the sentence. Let's tap this word with her. Elbows up. Mud. You're probably wondering why we didn't tap the other words in the sentence. Those are our sight words, so we don't need to tap those words before we read our sentence. Now, I'd like you to follow little Echo. As she flies under each word in the sentence, I want you to read the sentence out loud with me. Let's see if we can remember those words that we tapped. Here we go. Rob sat in the mud. What do you notice at the end of the sentence? Did you share that you saw our period? We've also been learning that at the end of our sentences, we add punctuation. Let's reread our sentence one more time. See if you can help me. Rob sat in the mud. We're going to look at a second sentence together. You'll notice that some of the words in this sentence are the same, and there are some new words. Before we read our second sentence today, little Echo wants us to tap out one of the words in the sentence. She's going to fly right here. Elbows up. Let's tap this word together. Rat. Now, let's fly to the end of the sentence and see if we can re-tap that word. Elbows up. Mud. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to help me read our second sentence today. Okay, let's stay with little Echo and read as she flies under each word. Here we go. The rat sat in the mud. One more time with her. The rat sat in the mud. Okay, we have one more sentence for today. All right, let's look at our last sentence, the one on the bottom. Before we read today, we're going to tap out two of the words in our third sentence. Watch little Echo. She's going to fly right here. Put those sounds in your mind, and let's tap out that word together. Elbows up. Gum. Now she's going to fly to the end of the sentence. Put those sounds in your mind. Elbows up. Bag. Okay, now we're going to read our last sentence together. Let's stay with little Echo. Here we go. The gum is in the bag. Let's try that one more time. The gum is in the bag. Now today, we're going to talk about one more new thing. And we're going to talk about reading our sentences fluently. When we're reading fluently, our reading will sound the way that we talk. So you'll notice that when we first read that sentence for the very first time, we were reading word by word. Sometimes when you're reading word by word, it kind of sounds like you're using a robot voice. And when we're reading word by word, we're working really hard to decode and to figure out what those words are. But we know that readers reread stories over and over again. And one of the reasons that we reread stories many times is so that we can practice our fluency. And when we're practicing and rereading, it helps our reading to sound the way that we talk. So Little Echo is going to show us something new. She is going to add some scoops under our sentences. And when I add those scoops under our sentences, it's going to look like a curved line. And I want you to just watch for a minute and notice where I place those scoops. So I'm going to start at the beginning of our first sentence that we read together. I'm going to draw one scoop. And then a second scoop. Then I'm going to move to my second sentence. I'm going to draw one scoop and then a second scoop. And then I'm going to try it on our last sentence. Now, the reason that I'm drawing those scoops is to remind us as we're reading that we want to try and read this sentence in phrases. So instead of reading word by word, the scoop is a picture that reminds me to read a chunk of that sentence at a time. So you'll notice that it's going to sound a little different. I want you to just watch and notice as the Little Echo now moves in a scoop motion instead of word by word. Listen to how the sentence sounds fluent. Rob sat in the mud. Can you try that with me? Let's give it a try. Rob sat in the mud. Now, let's try that on our second sentence. Ready? The rat sat in the mud. One more time. The rat sat in the mud. Let's give it a try as we reread our third sentence. The gum is in the bag. Try it again with me. The gum is in the bag. Boys and girls, great job practicing reading these sentences fluently. And remember that when you're reading at home, you can reread some of your own stories to practice your fluency as well. Have a great day.